And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alumni Stadium on the campus of Western Ontario. My name is the coach, Ron Ferwerda. I'm joined right now by Dylan Sherville. I will be joined by announcer extraordinaire Adam Melrose in a little bit. Welcome to this U18 Dan Grossi Cup between the Sarnia Sturgeons and the Quinte Skyhawks. Dylan, we saw a couple great games this morning. Let's carry this on with a great AA U18 matchup.
Absolutely.
What are you hoping for in a game like this?
Again, good game, right? Tight game, no injuries, no major penalties, right? Clean football, fun football. Would love to see some creative things come out from both offenses that defenses have to respond to, but anything you have installed is going to come out now, right? You're not going to hold any cards up your sleeve. You're not going to wait for any moment. This is your time to shine. This is your time to put your best foot forward and win this championship.
This is the second time we're going to see a Sarnia team here. They opened the festivities here on night one on Friday night with a victory. Quinte, we get them back-to-back games. We get them at the U18 level and then coming back to the U14 level later on after this game. It looked like Quinte won the toss, have deferred. Sarnia will be receiving the opening kickoff here. And again, we talked about this, you and I just talked about this off air a little bit as well and a little bit on air. Just because this is AA, that doesn't mean it's lesser football by any means of the imagination. You just can't have like a Quinte team playing a London or a Windsor or an Ottawa. You have to have that equal, that kind of balance in your schedule. And this is where games like this that are usually really, really exciting and very, very, people don't know what to expect. I'm telling you, I've called a bunch of these games at the provincial level before. It's usually fantastic football.
Absolutely, and especially when teams earn the right to be here at championship weekend here at Western Alumni Stadium in London, Ontario, that these teams have earned the opportunity to play for this championship, right? They're here for a reason, especially when it comes to AA football. It forces you to be even more creative, right? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, these teams have earned the right to be here, as I mentioned. But with that being said, there may be some limitations when it comes to physical or not necessarily physicality and aggression, but you're not going to find this. You're not going to find a full offensive line where they're all 6'5", 380 pounds or 300 pounds, right? That's just not going to happen, which forces offenses to get creative, defensive coordinators to get creative, and maximize the amount of talent that they have. As we're getting kicked off and underway here at Western Alumni Stadium, big booming kick looking to be returned by the Sturgeons. I believe that's number 11. As he takes the ball and slips on the turf monster to be brought down at the 20-yard line.
Pat Rizzoni on the return. You know what? And I'm going to say this now. If I butcher your name, I do apologize. Jump in the chat. Let us know where you're watching the game from. Everything else. Good return. Hey, we talked about this on many broadcasts, Dill. Catch the ball in the air. It saves you 15 yards. The second that ball hits the ground, it's an oblong object. It never bounces straight.
That's right. Yeah, you can never really predict where a football is going to bounce, despite how much you play. Right, as Sarnia comes out here under the center here with a split back in the backfield, two receivers to each side. Receiver comes in motion, looks to be a quick handoff off the edge here as the running back ends up finding some space and is quickly tackled by, I believe that's number 64 for the Quinte Skyhawks there. Max McDonald, the linebacker, scraping down. Great discipline play from the young man.
Loptrum, the ball carrier on that, so you had a little bit of jet sweep action happening. You're trying to get the eyes with the linebackers flowing one way, and it's what I would call a jet ISO concept. Run that play a couple times myself. 2x2 here for Sarnia. 2 in the backfield. Quarterback barking at signals. Back to pass. Throws the ball downfield. Good coverage down there. Nowhere really to go, Dill.
And that's number 27 on the coverage there. Tabin Venn with looking at the defensive stop there. again, strong arm from the quarterback, right? They want to push the ball down the field. Sarnia overall as a program, very physical,
Yeah.
right? Even at all levels of football, whether it's the U12 where they made it to the single A championship 2 weekends ago at York University, whether they started the weekend here at U14 in the double A championship as well. And now they find themselves here, U18 double A Grossi championship. Sarnia overall developing a lot of talented football players.
Back to punt for Sarnia. Fielded at the 5. Good high kick. Really good kick. It is fielded, caught in the air by number 2 for Quinte. Returns it over the 55-yard line. Keeps going. He's got a man blocking. Good blocking downfield. No penalty flags. That's a solid return by number 2. Clay Taylor on the return for Quinte.
Yeah, one penalty flag on the marker there, Coach Ron. It looks like to be a push in the rear or an illegal block here.
Oh, I didn't see that
from
one.
the
Okay.
returner. It flew out late, so no worries there.
See, it's those darn orange shoes again. I'm going to have
Correct.
problems with that all night.
Yep. The orange shoes can sometimes be looking like flags, so sorry if we do end up missing a penalty or two here. But, again, player safety is the name of the game, and they're going to be making their way towards Quinte having their first offensive possession of the game.
So Quinte is going to scrimmage this ball at the 40-yard line to start here. It's going to be on the left hash facing the north end zone. 10:33 left to go in the first quarter. Again, this is the Quinte Skyhawks, Sarnia Sturgeon, U18AA Dan Grossi Championship here. And we get to see Quinte's offense for the first time today. Looks like they got 3 in the backfield, Dill.
Yeah, 3 in the backfield, or maybe even a close receiver there as he motions towards the outside here. Number 2 also motions as well as the quarterback looks to keep it around the edge here, slides to protect himself. Great decision from the young man. That's Aaron Den Engelson from the Quinte Skyhawks as they had number 2, Clay Taylor, also outside there looking for potentially a quick pass.
Den Engelson, the quarterback for the Skyhawks, takes it over the left-hand side for a gain of about the 4 there. And again, you motioned out. You started the guys inside. And again, in that pistol formation, you've got 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary, motion out to trips to the boundary. Little step off screen, pass complete to number 19 here. Makes the first man miss. Dropped down by number 4, O'Rourke on the tackle. But that's number 8, I believe it was, for the Skyhawks. And that's going to be enough to move the first down.
And what I loved here was the quick motion from the backfield.
Yeah.
We didn't quite get to see it on the replay here, but when you have that quick motion coming with 2 receivers from the backfield, it forces the defense to adjust really quickly, which could eventually lead to a positive number count for the offense, which is what we saw there.
3 in the backfield. I imagine they're going to motion 2 of them out. There goes number 8, and there goes number 2. A little slice action happening in there, inside handoff. I missed the number, but it's a good gain of about 8 yards on that. That's going to bring up a second down and short.
I believe that's number 6, Marco Fobert with the with the run there. Great job to read the offensive lineman, understand that, hey, there are no gaps on the front side of this. Let me put my foot in the dirt, cut back inside, and make something happen.
So we're going to call it second down and 3 here for Quinte. Their opening drive of the afternoon. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No score in this game. Quinte breaks the huddle. Quinte in their white jerseys, gray pants, black helmets. The Sturgeon in their traditional blue and Florida Gator orange and blue look that they've got. Inside handoff to number 6 again. Makes the first man miss, second man miss. I think he was down. Yeah,
I believe he was down as well. Yeah, it looked like the ground caused the fumble there, so no worries there. Number 6, that's Fobert again with the carry over to the left-hand side. And looked to be a gap scheme run there, but it was odd because normally when you want to run something like power, the play side offensive tackle is going to step down, where what they had is they had him stepping to, like, this tackle normally doesn't want to touch this defensive end because the guard's pulling for him, whereas they're going to keep the offensive tackle on the end there and have the guard pull through. So a little bit of a different look and variation of a traditional power gap scheme run.
Motion out to single backfield. Slice coming across. Quarterback takes it, and he's met in the backfield. Number 4, number 27 for the Sturgeon. Gets to number 4, the quarterback. That is Diango dropped after a loss of 1. That's going to be a big second down.
And that's Cole Lucas in on the tackle and Lucas Cole on the tackle and Sean O'Rourke both coming in to make that tackle and that play there for the Sturgeon to force a second down and 11 and get Quinte behind the sticks here.
Second down and 11. 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary, 3 in the backfield right now. I imagine this is going to be, 3-by-2 here. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. He's got a man. Great coverage there by number 1 from Sarnia. That is Sawyer Brooks that is Logan Demond.
Yeah, and great coverage there by Dumond, right? He's there, singled up on the receiver. Receiver looks to have a little bit of a height advantage on that DB. So great job, and that's what we talk about when DBs high point the ball, right? You want to play the ball at its apex, at its highest point where you could go potentially get it. That's a great job.
So a decision time at the 36-yard line for Quinte. It looks like they're leaving the offense out there, and they are. So the same formation that we've looked at. Looks like it's going to be 3 to the field, 1 on the running back, 2 to the boundary. 1 running back in, play action. Pressure coming, met in the backfield and dropped by number 8 from Sarnia. That is Evan Bowers with the sack. Turn it over on downs. First down, Sturgeons.
I like the call, right? I love the fact that, hey, I'm going to trust my offense. I'm going to trust my quarterback, but the offensive line still has to do their part of the job. Unfortunately, 71 there from the Quinte Skyhawks. Cohen Dunlop, unfortunately, unable to match with the speed of Bowers there, who came off and was very active with his hands.
Yeah.
As a defensive line coach, you'll love to see it.
Sarnia breaks the huddle. Their second possession of the game. Good drive by Quinte, nullified by the good pressure by Sarnia. Under center, looks like an unbalanced line. Foot-to-foot splits even as well for Sarnia. 2-by-2. Jet sweep to number 14, taking it over the left-hand side. Met in the backfield. That's a big stick. I thought it was number 3, but I don't have a number 3 on my roster.
Looks like number 1, Sawyer Brooks, the defensive back, comes up from his safety position. He actually comes from the center of the field all the way down to the play side to make that play, which, hey, great job recognizing that from the young man.
So it's going to bring a 2nd down and 12 here for Sarnia. Yeah, very good recognition. If you're going to run jet sweep, you better have something underneath that as well. You got to hold that safety or linebacker. This time we have 2-by-2 split gun again for Sarnia. Quarterback barking at the signals, back to pass. You got a switch concept coming over here. Pass complete to number 14. He's going to be marked short of the first down. He's going to get about 9 of those yards back, but we're looking at a 3rd down and about 2 or 3 here, Dill.
Yeah, very close here. Again, you saw him try to extend the ball, trying to reach that out there for the first down, but unfortunately was unable to do so. Looking like Sarnia is going to send out their punting unit onto the field, which will hopefully allow them to play a little bit more of this field position game as Quinte puts 2 returners back there. I believe that's number 2, Clay Taylor, who we've talked about a little bit already on broadcast, and potentially number 19, Cohen Bennett.
I think it's 19 back there on the short side there.
Yep.
Sarnia punter is standing on the hash mark. The snap is away. The kick is away. It's towards the sideline here. We want to limit the return. Good bounce. Bouncing around. Picked up at the 21-yard line. Slips down. And he's down about the 22, 23-yard line. So, no return. No gain on that return. Actually lost a couple yards. And again, there's that slick field that we were talking about yesterday a little bit in the AAAs. You know, a lot of these kids, this is the first experience in a university stadium, and it takes some getting used to have your feet under you, so to speak.
Absolutely. But one thing I will point out that I was very impressed with on the last 2 punts here is Ryland Smith, number 6. He's that near side, what we call gunner, or lines up in that receiver position. And what happens is he's running down the field looking to try and see where the returner is for that ball. But he also has to not break the no yards rule. So he's actively looking and searching the ball while keeping his feet moving. It's a very impressive job by the young man.
2-by-2 King look. Inside handoff to number 6. They're not respecting that at all. Look at the big man coming through. That's number 88 for Sarnia, making a big tackle in the backfield. That's Thomas Monroe. Thomas Monroe there with the stop, throwing him down for a loss of 5, Dill.
And that's just unfortunately the right tackle there, number 6 or 52, unable to get his hands on him, right? He comes off the ball so fast with a lot of aggression that ultimately looked like the speed of how fast he came off the ball caught him off guard.
2nd down and 15 for Quinte. Motion trips to the field, 1-2 in the backfield this time. Little step off screen concept coming down. There's a slip and slide, make the second man miss. He's going to get back most of those yards, but we're going to come up short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 here, and we see Quinte already making a decision to move the punt team out.
That's right. Looks to be about 3rd and 7 here for Quinte after the spot. We looked a little bit more further up the field than what I thought as well, but
yeah, I thought it was at the 31.
So did I. Yeah, that's both of us too. So, but we got them experts on the field. We have the experts on the field here in our officiating crew, and always good to give the officials great credit where credit is due.
The officials have the toughest job in the world to do. It's
of course.
Thankless, and I'm going to have, after this punt, I'm going to have a little spiel for them in a second here as well. Back to punt, 2 onside men for Quinte. Punt is almost blocked. A booming punt. Fielded at the 45-yard line. Brought up beyond the 50. Met at the 55. Keeps his legs driving. Penalty flags are flying way behind the field as we see 2 Sarnia guys with their helmets off. So extracurricular that I did not see happened.
I didn't catch it either. I was ball hawking, as the officials say, is looking at where the ball was and what was going on. So it'll be interesting to see what the call is here.
So we're just waiting for the call here. Producer Adam, cameraman Adam, how you doing today, fine sir?
Sorry.
Here.
Sherv, sorry. I was just letting Shervs hang out. I didn't know he had to leave.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that.
Appreciate you, though, buddy.
We're gonna do this here, and we're going to switch sides.
Okay.
There we go. Hello, Adam.
Hello, sir.
How are you this fine day?
Doing well. I was just coming over to say I was watching, and what just happened, there was some extracurriculars happening deep in that end zone, or in that end, and a helmet got ripped off as part of a little push and shove match that was happening near the back. Perfect.
There we go.
Making sure
now we're set up in our normal spots.
Now we're back in the mix. Here we go.
Hello, kind sir. How are you this fine day?
Doing great, brother. Doing great. So catch me up here, sir. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So
it's all good. Thank you, Coach Dillon, for sticking around, helping us through that first quarter here. Both teams have possessed the ball twice. This is Sarnia's 3rd possession. It's a field position game. So far, Sarnia's winning that field position game.
Right, well, here we go. Sarnia getting things rolling. Under center, 2 men in the backfield, 2 by 2 here, Ron. Assuming this is what we've been seeing for most of the game. And the snap is going to be handed off up the middle. Big man hits the wall, but keeps his feet pumping and should get himself about 3 or 4 yards on that carry run.
I think that he's going to give him 5 at the spot here. And this is just an off tackle, just a straight ahead. You try to get in there. You say a big number 43 with the stick. Wasn't able to wrap him up and everything, but really good job of getting penetration. Both the defensive lines are kind of taking control of this game a little bit.
Sturgeons coming back out in the same look. 2nd and 5. Heading into the south end zone here at Western University. We're going to take this one. We're going to hand it back up the middle again, and he finds a squeaky little hole. This is number 11. He's going to get up to about the 10-yard line, get a first down. Sturgeons.
Wow, what a great little trap play here. You're going to see the action coming from the quarterback. He's going to show that pitch and comes it right back in here. Nice little counter and a good little seal there at the point of attack. Hey, if you have a defensive line that's really aggressive, invite them in. You don't have to block their butts. You just got to wall it off if you're just trying to hit that quick hitter.
Absolutely. Well, fresh set of downs here, Ron. So we're 1st and 10. We just missed it by about a yard to be 1st and goal. Under center again in a 22 King look. We're going to hand this one off to the back again, who's going to pound the middle, grab himself another healthy 2 to 3 yards, and we'll bring up 2nd down.
That's number 50, and a late flag again.
15 on the carry?
I believe so. 55 was, and you've got another Sarnia player with his helmet off. So is that illegal hands to the face? Not sure what's going on. I'll check with the white hat. I'm just watching the white hat. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have that. So
I think we have 49 carrying the ball here for the Sturgeons.
So.
Yeah,
so
if that's Joseph Buckner. Again, if I'm saying the last name wrong, throw that in the chat. Did you get the white hat call here?
Yes, sir. It's unnecessary roughness against Sarnia.
Okay.
So it's the emotions that we saw last night, earlier today. Not a chippy game, but, no one's really, you're not allowing the other team to establish themselves. I was talking to Dylan about something a few minutes ago about the referees. And we, quite honestly, we can't play this game. We can't do what we do without the officials.
Preach it, brother.
If you think that you can be a referee, if you don't agree with the call or anything else, take the level 1 course.
Yeah.
Contact your local referees association. Become a member of the Zebras. My time to run up and down the sidelines are long over with. I'm trying to convince my 23-year-old son, maybe this is something that you should consider doing.
Yeah. Well, and I'll more on that in a second here after the play, because I have taken the level 1 course, and we'll get on that in a second here. So back in pistol here for the Sturgeons. QB dropping back, launches this one. That one's just going to go. I think it was intended receiver here was going to be number 6, Ryland Smith.
Yeah.
But a little bit too much cheese on that throw.
Yeah, again, I think he stopped that at 10 yards. You can see this is just a simple hook, simple set-down route. And unfortunately, there's a little slip at the end there and maybe lost his footing. And again, with the potential of showers coming this afternoon, this field is going to go from slick to greasy quick.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Pagano with split backs here, still in a 2x2 for the Sarnia Sturgeons. Having a look again to that boundary, flips his hips to the field side, puts this one up in the air, and it's going to be picked off by the Quinte Skyhawks.
Number 27 with the pick.
And so a flag flies. We got a little chirping going on in the end zone. 27 had it, and so 27 is going to be Tabin Venn.
And again, it's that same wheel concept that we saw earlier today. Going up for the ball and then a headshot and then ripped it. Yep, see, you can't do that, son. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't call players out. I don't call officials out, or at least I try not to. You can't do that, son.
Good thing we had cameraman Nathan down in the end zone to get that great shot
of exactly what's going to happen. So the ball's going to come out to the 20 on the interception because it was caught in the end zone.
Yeah.
And then it's going to go up 15 yards. So Quinte's going to have the ball at the 35-yard line here after the unnecessary roughness penalty.
Yeah. Well, let's circle back here now that we've got this penalties going here, Ron. Becoming a level 1 referee is free. Free. Costs nothing, right? And
how much did you say?
Free. $0.
I like free.
Right? And I did. It was, I think it was a 4 or 5 hour Zoom call. I think they do them in person now as well too. And you just reach out to your local association. You could become a level 1, and that doesn't mean all of a sudden you're the umpire, the white hat, or anything. You're somebody running the sticks. You're somebody on the lines. You're doing the down judge job. You've got, they work you up to that level 4. But yeah, definitely get involved. There's no shortage of people who would start yapping at the Zebras that have no interest in going and doing it. So, try it on for size, and I think your world will open up. So here we go. Quinte Skyhawks going to work on offense here as we flip our hips to the field side. We're getting a nice connection here to, I believe, number 19, who's going to muscle for a couple of yards. This should bring up about a 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2 here, Ron.
It's going to be about a 2nd and 1, exactly right. It's just a little sit-down route. So it's just run a 5-yard out, sit down, hook, make a man miss, and again, it's forcing those open field tackles.
And we got number 4 here at the helm, Aaron Den Engelson.
As we see the big boys coming in for the Skyhawks. Truck, Rhino, heavy, call it whatever you will.
What's your pleasure? Here we go.
Foot to foot. Love it.
Going to take it out of the pistol, but we got pressure into the backfield. Can he keep his feet moving here, Ron?
Ooh, he got hit in the backfield, but
a flag flies in the middle of all of that.
There is bad intentions going on in these huddles. I don't know if these two teams have played each other before at a certain level, but it's almost like somebody owes somebody money with the amount of flags that are coming out in this game.
Yeah,
and they're well-earned flags.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Well, we should be 10 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll see what transpired here. Obviously, we need to figure out if it's on the defense, then it's a free, fresh set of downs.
But I'm not sure if he got the first down or not. So it's unnecessary roughness against Quinte.
And that's it.
Okay.
So back 15. Roll down or still second?
It's second down.
Yeah.
Well, if it was that, no.
So they give them the first, and then now we're backing up 15. Okay.
Okay, now I understand. Perfect. All right, so first down, Quinte. The regular offense comes back in.
Yeah. So there was a little mix up in that little Donnie in the middle here, Ron, and
we
it
might
was-
get Brooke out of this yet tonight.
There you go.
Still.
There you go. Well, Den Engelson sends a couple guys in motion here. Flips, throws this one across the middle, and it's picked by the Sarnia Sturgeon. Number 7. Can he make it to the house here, Ron? Just squeaks by one guy. Finally gets brought down here about the 7-8 yard line. First down, Sturgeons.
You're just trying to run that skitty, shallow post in here to the number 2 receiver in the slot, and all you do is you overshoot it. You can see it. We're just trying to do this. Overshot a little bit. The safety does a good job. Get upfield. Don't dance around. Get yards, as many as you can. This is how Sarnia kind of started on the U14 game the other night.
Accurate. Well, and a quick thing I wanted to throw out here, too. There's a player missing the champ game today for Sarnia due to a family wedding in China. His name is Henry Zhang, and he's number 30, and the club just wanted to send him a shout-out because he's in China watching the game right now and at his family wedding and wishing he could be here playing for the Sturgeon, but well done, Henry. We appreciate you. Hope you had a great season. Hope you're having a great time in China at your family wedding. And we'll make sure that we pull some audio here for the people rooting you on or your team on. So, Ron, we're at the start of the second quarter right now. And as a reminder, in case you guys didn't do it in the first, there's that QR code on the screen right now that's at $77,300. That's the Gridiron Gold 50/50. So all you got to do is scan that QR code once Ron takes his crayon off of it, hit the erase words, and you'll be able to head on to that website and buy one ticket for as low as $10. Half of that $10 goes back to your club. So select that in the drop down. And here we go with the Sturgeons back to work under center. We're going to hand this one off. No, we're going to pull it. We're going to throw this one. And, just great defense here. Just absolutely. Looking for number 10 here, Ron, in Tiger Hosking, but shut down by that Quinte DB really well.
So it's the out pattern that I love. If you've heard our broadcast before, love the out. It's that track position you got to get into. And again, good job of defense there. Cut underneath it, does a good job of that. But the receiver kind of slipped down. We've seen that a number of times today. It's a little bit more humid today. The field is a little bit slickery.
Yeah, Pagano.
Slickery is a word.
Throwing out his, sending out his last minute signals here to his receivers as Darren and Ron figure out the English language. Pagano hits his man. Great catch here, Ron. Can he make the corner? Hits the stick. Oh, no. I thought he waves it off. This is going to be second and inches, I would assume.
This is third in inches. This is third down. I think he got in.
Yeah, so 18 on the catch. Beautiful catch. This is Omar Dayani.
They're going to mark him out at the 1.
Okay.
So, again, even if you're even if like you get to the inch, because you have to give that full yard in the Canadian game, the ball is set at the 1 yard line. So even if he's inside of that, they're saying he got out of bounds.
And as a D-line coach, I despise being on the 1 because you got to really just sacrifice your body into the gaps. Here we go. Under center. Just going to pound this one as a big group into the end zone. Pagano's got it. He's through. Touchdown, Sturgeons.
So just a straight ahead QB power. And again, it's so hard to stop people on the 1 yard line when you got the ball. And again, Sarnia jumps out to the first lead of the day, first points. A good drive, really impressive. You know, you got the interception on there. You're removing the ball offensively before. Good field position, the interception, and able to turn that into points. So hats off all 3 phases on that, capitalizing for the points there.
Yeah, I mean, really great hands on that receiver, too, to set them up here. And obviously we had that shot of him hitting the marker down there. So obviously the referee on the line there had the better angle. But, hey, still capitalized on the drive. 7 points on the board for the Sarnia Sturgeon, and we've got a 7-0 matchup here, Mr. Ron.
Yeah, again, great job by cameraman Nathan down there. That's actually, is that Lawson?
It is Nathan. He's tapped in for this game.
Awesome. Good to have him back in here. And again, good drive by Sarnia. You know, capitalize. I thought the young man got in on the dive earlier tonight, but ref was right down there. Good call.
Yeah.
Solid game. Look at there's bad intentions out on this game.
Yeah. Did you guys get through the top players as per the coach as well?
We did not.
Okay, well, let's talk about that real quick as we get set up for this return by Quinte. Top offensive players to watch for. I know we're hitting the second quarter here, but this is from his coach, Clay Taylor, Marco Faubert, Nico Papadopoulos, Aiden Wren. Defensive players, Marcus Sayo, Nathan Clark, and Sawyer Brooks. Punter-kicker today, Chris Lansing for the Quinte Skyhawks. Had a really fun chat with two of the Skyhawk coaches who were previous players together and everything like that. We were just, I think, Coach Carbs was like on his phone in his car, and like it ended up being a really fun interview. And I didn't know having the 14s and 18s on the call like how it would go, but those guys got along really well. So it was a really fun interview. So appreciate those guys jumping on as the Sturgeon kick this one deep. This is going pretty much right to the goal line. Is through his hands at number 49. Can he get on it? He's got a blocker. We just got to get out here, Ron.
No, because it touched in the ground.
There we go.
Block.
Number 2 on the return.
This is coming back.
It is going to come back as a nice juking and jiving to get up to the 35, but this one's going to be coming back. We got flags on the field.
Yeah, the Sarnia player got absolutely lit up on that. As you can see, his mouth guard laying in the middle of the ground as well. So that would have been in, was that beyond the, did he touch it in the white or?
I think his feet, maybe we could restart the replay because it's there. He's, I mean, like he touches it when he's on, like on the plane.
But
like
it's in the field of play.
Right.
So if you don't get that out, that's a deuce.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the referees come to with here. Now, what's interesting today is they are on headsets and they've got a replay screen over in their little ref office right now. So we that's been all day yesterday and today.
Very nice.
So I wonder if that's helping a little bit on some of these calls. Get to go to the replay review from the man upstairs.
It was an illegal blindside block against Quinte. It's going to be it's yards from the point of the foul. So I think they're going to have the ball about the 5-yard line here. No, they're marking it at the 10. So Quinte's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the 10. 95 yards to go, Adam. That's a lot of yards.
Yep. Well, I want to thank all 176 of you who are actively watching the stream right now. Please hit that like and subscribe. We still got a couple more games. And we plan on covering a heck of a lot more OSFL action, maybe even some OFFL action if everyone's lucky. Maybe we can drag in our good friends from 509 Sports on that too. More to come. No, he's already saying no. What do you do? No, pretty much. If there's
2 weekends with Adam is enough.
If there's football in Southwestern Ontario in the near future, that Darren and Adam may be there, maybe Brandon. So here we go. Quinte Skyhawks going back to work here, Ron. I was just going to say, what do you want to call this, a demon look? But then they motioned out to make it basically 2x2 king as the running back here has a healthy little run up the middle. Looks like they're going to give him about 6 before forward progress was complete.
The number 6 is the ball carrier. And again, it's just that slice underneath it. You're showing that jet action. Sarnia is well prepared for it. And good gain of about 6 yards, I'm going to say. Short 7, long 6, but
yeah.
Second down and about 4 here.
Marco Faubert on the carry, maybe Faubert. We're just going to say it both ways, Ron. So, Dan Engelson with the man in the backfield for protection. Look into the field side. Lets this one go across the middle. Beautiful catch. A first down. And pulling it in is number 10, Nicholas Barron.
Yeah, really nice little post action happening here. You can see him coming from the number 3 position. Just doing that. Gets nice open, finding that soft spot in the zone. And away you go. Quinte's in business.
Understood he was on camera. Give us the first down signal.
Appreciate that, son.
Yeah. Dan Engelson, a couple guys motion out to make this 2x2 again, trying to sniff out the coverage. He's going to hand this off to his back at number 6, who's trying to get the edge to the top side of your screen. Might get a couple here, Ron.
I think it's going to get about 3 or 4 by the mark of the spot there. Oh, they're going to give him the 2. My apologies. So, yeah, it gets up just beyond the 50-yard line. Long stretch play. You know, the enemy of a stretch or anything like that is penetration, getting penetration,
Right.
forcing them outside. Sarnia's done a good job of running laterally in there. I think if you're going to attack these guys, you got to go right at them.
Yeah, great pursuit ankles from the defense on that last play too. Really, just really limiting that to a couple of yards. As we see similar motion into a 3-by-2, Angelson keeps it himself, but gets taken down for a loss here. This will bring up 3rd down, Ron. Number 8, I believe, on the penetration.
Yeah, number 8 was there.
Evan Bowers.
Then celebrating with the Quinte bench afterwards. Like, that's kind of stuff that you
Careful.
that emotions are running high now.
Yeah.
You know, as it is. You don't want to egg somebody on, but sometimes these are young men. So they will make mistakes like that.
And this is true. This is true. Well, nearing the 8-minute mark here of the second quarter, and we've got the Quinte punt unit out with 2 men on side currently. And they remain on side, so we've got 2 guys live here. Sturgeon trying to get underneath it, gets it off to the first bounce, and number 13, and goes down at about the 33-yard line. So on the return is Isaiah Ardell, and the Sturgeon go back to work.
Again, nice high punt. Let your coverage team get down there, attack that, catch that ball in the air, wrapped up, no return. That's a couple returns now that they've had no return whatsoever. Great coverage downfield by Quinte.
Well, cameraman Nathan making friends with other camera people down on the sidelines right now, getting us the great shots. As the Sturgeon get ready to go to work here, Ron. So we're going to play from the 33-yard line, and we've seen, Pagano's pretty mobile. Petrino's with great hands as well, too. So we saw Buckner running the ball earlier, so interesting to see what they come out with on this drive.
They've got a really nice balance so far.
Pagano with 2 guys in the backfield staying in for protection, throws this one to the bottom side of your screen, and he's got number 18 in Omar Dayani. Touchdown, Sarnia Sturgeons. Once again, number 18, Omar Dayani.
That's a great pass and a great reception there. Hit the guy in stride, let your athlete run. This is just a straight go route. So all you're doing is trying to get in between that coverage, little inside wiggle there, and caught it over his shoulder, kept running. What a great throw. Drop it in a bucket there.
Yeah, really, really well done. So we'll set up for the PAT here, Ron, and Sarnia with 13 on the board, soon to be 14.
That's a big play. We knew Sarnia had a quarterback coming in this. I'd heard that this kid could sling the rock a little bit.
Word on the street.
Word from people who have seen it.
Word on my friends from Sarnia.
Yeah.
Kicker number 11 getting ready to chip shot this. That's Petrinos. And it's good. 14-0 for the Sarnia Sturgeon, Ron.
7:29 left to go in the half. If you're Quinte here, look, we're not at panic stage yet, but that's 2 in a row that Sarnia's got. Have they kind of figured some stuff out? You need to put a drive together here if you're Quinte. Obviously, you want to get points, but you gotta not go 2 and out here.
True. Can we see the touchdown one more time, please, Steph, if possible? Okay.
Well, I can draw up what it was. It was a slot receiver.
I just wanted to see the coverage.
It was a straight zone.
Okay.
Straight zone. It was a single high, and they're in zone.
Gotcha. There it is. Full screen that, Cam. Double click.
Single high, zone coverage, makes the first man miss, and then the 2 dropped over there.
That's it.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay.
So they're trying to run. They're trying to run a robber cut, and your corner, your 1 was bailing, and they ran the seam against the guy that he can't quite get there fast enough. Interesting kick return alignment. You got 4 guys bunch and nobody out wide.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to bait them to those quick sides, but an interesting blocking scheme here up front for the big dogs was we get number 19, I believe, on this return, and a flag flies again deep around the 18-yard line right over by cameraman Nathan.
So penalty flag about the 18, 19-yard line. Good return. I didn't see what the flag was. I think, we've got this as like we keep saying it's U18. I think this is U16. I think. I know what the website says. I'm telling you that. I was talking to my son last night. He said, no, this is U18.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rosters in front of us are U18 rosters, so.
Hey, my bad.
All good, Ron.
Couple really good athletes on there for both teams. I'm really impressed with the pressure that Sarnia's been able to get early in this game here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quick.
They got to the quarterback.
Not a lot of
too.
beef on this D-line, but speed on this D-line for sure.
When if you look across there, they're not big rosters, and this is the dilemma with double A's. Smaller population bases to draw from. You don't get the 60-man rosters.
Engelson hands this one back off to his man in number 6. Healthy run. Nice little pickup here for Marco Faubert.
We're going to go with Faubert. I like that one better.
Okay.
So, again, it's just pressing the zone and then cutting it back, which is what you're supposed to do in zone. This kid's got really nice vision and does a good job of seeing the hole and getting upfield. Good gain of about 11 yards and move the sticks.
Yep, nearing the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter, Ron, as we see the Quinte Skyhawks moving nicely down the field here on this drive. Engelson gives this back to Faubert. Faubert picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Just another healthy run for the young lad.
Yeah, number 8 on the tackle coming off the defensive end possession, wrapping him up. Or he's playing linebacker. Yeah, sliding across and making the tackle. And this is actually number 9, apology.
Sean O'Rourke here for the Sarnia Sturgeon making a beauty tackle there.
It's hard to see the 8s and the 9s on these jerseys when you're like 100 yards away.
Well, the font's interesting too for you, Ron. Second and 5 in a 22. This turns into a 22 Queen, and we get Faubert kind of doing a little around, and he misses on the first one or gets away from the first one. And I think maybe makes the line of scrimmage here.
I kind of said this already in this matchup. I don't think that you're going to be turning the corner on Sarnia very easily in this game. I think to beat them, you got to kind of run it right at them. They've done a great job of pursuing to the ball in numbers.
Yeah.
So if you've got something where you can run a reverse or something, get all that flow going and flip it back, might be something for the memory banks later on.
I think it was you and somebody, or maybe it was Shervs and Caranci yesterday talking about those everyday drills.
Yep.
And you can definitely tell that Sarnia spends a lot of time running chase the rabbit.
Yep.
Because right there on that last play, 7-8 guys in pursuit, in space, in beautiful angles. So they have put the work in there on the defense side of things as we get a really high punt here, which bounces off the deck. I don't know if he touched it, but the Quinte player is probably going to dive on it, take the penalty.
There's no flag, so he touched it. But Sarnia maintains possession.
Okay. Even though, to the dismay of all these Quinte kids who are saying first down the other way. 23 with the, what are you talking about, hands with the one ref?
So it's 12.
The great thing about youth football, you got the I didn't do it hands. You got the what are you talking about hands.
See, that is what you call a dog pile. Where you get 4 or 5 guys. Oh, and they are awarding Quinte the ball. So the way I kind of saw it is I thought number 12 had it, and then he was touched.
Right.
The play's over regardless.
So you see.
Yeah, it touched
hits his
him.
fingertips.
Yep.
Okay.
There he is digging in there. He's down.
Yeah.
He's got the ball. He's down.
Yeah. Okay.
So Quinte with their now they've got to capitalize on the play. Sarnia was able to capitalize on their turnover with points. Quinte has to capitalize. You got to get points going into the half.
Yeah, you've got great field position right now. Keep working. You had a decent little drive put together. So, get composed and let's work
Yep.
forward here, Ron.
Exactly.
So you just got a bit of a gift now. You've got the head coach of the Sturgeon coming over for an explanation. And we're going to remind Quinte to just relax because we are not set with the refs.
See, if this was London Minor, kids would be snapping the ball. And
Yeah, I know, right? They'd be down the field already.
Yeah. What do you mean it doesn't count? Grandma saw me score a touchdown.
I know. And then just, some of the finest language from the parents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go.
I miss those days.
Yeah, no, amen. Here we're back. Quinte back to work here, down 14 against the Sarnia Sturgeon. Hand this one off to Faubert. Faubert is going to get about 3 or 4 yards, and we'll bring up second down.
Yeah, number 9, again, the linebacker with the tackle. I think these two players are going to be very familiar with each other by the end of this game. Again, it's just a straight-ahead zone play. You're trying to pick and choose your holes. Linebacker does a good job getting off his block, sliding, seeing where the cutback is, and making a tackle. 5 minutes left in the half. Let's see if we can get that total right there to at least 78.
I like it. We need $410 added to that 50-50 before the end of the quarter. Scan the QR code. Win yourself a ton of money as we get 3 guys in motion. Den Engelson rolls out to his right side. He's having a look deep. Let's go with this one. And, great defense here.
Great coverage by number 3.
Number 3, Logan Butterfield. And we were looking for number 81 in Cairo Wilson.
Good job of throwing the ball on the move, keeping your shoulders square, delivering it. Does a really nice job.
Yeah, I mean, it evades, danger, gets himself out in open space, and yeah, beautiful throw. But that, coverage was fantastic here from the Sturgeons. So looking like Quinte just going to go for this one, Ron.
They got a great punter. I'd be interested in flipping the field here, punting it deep, maybe like really making the decision here.
Yeah, well, we're going to go 3-by-2 with the king look. And we're going to hit number 8 on the pass, and we're going to keep our feet moving, and he goes down here at about the 28-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. And we had a bit of a light show in the far field, or the far sky, so curious.
Don't know if anyone quite saw it. Nice job of catching the ball. Again, roll out, get upfield, make the first man miss, second man miss, and throwing down, but get the sticks going. We do not need a lightning delay here today, Adam.
Aiden Wren was number 8 on the reception there, right? So
yes,
Aiden Wren on the reception as a little demon look here. Empties out in a 2-by-2. We're going to give this back to Faubert. Faubert juking and jiving up the middle, just pumping his legs. Really healthy pickup here of about 8 yards.
Look at everyone's engaged with somebody. Get a hat on a hat. Just get in their way. Let your running back make a play. Let him pick his path. And it's just a really nice job of a zone run. It's just an inside zone. That's all they're running right now. But they're having success doing it. Gain of 9. We like that last night game. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Run it again.
So, Quinte, 2nd and 1 here. Going to hand this back to Faubert. Faubert absolutely trucking up the middle. First down. This is going to be first and goal for the Quinte Skyhawks here, Ron, from probably about the 7-yard line.
This is why you run motion and everything else. If we can get this replay here. You saw that motion. That brought the line. You can see the heads were still turned there. They're all looking there, and you just cut it right inside. Nice little run there. First and goal from the 8, Adam.
Under 3 minutes here at Western University. Skyhawks looking to put their first points of the board, or of the game on the board. And here we go, Ron. First and goal. We're going to turn this into a 22 king. Hand this one back to Faubert. Faubert's got the middle. Faubert's pumping his legs. Gets it up to the 4-yard line. Second down.
Similar play concept to that toss. There's the jet action, and you're just coming right underneath it there. All you're doing is pulling the linebackers out a little bit, get their eyes going. You've got a 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line, and they're bringing the big boys in.
Rhino, truck, hippo, whatever you want to call it. It's one of the most exciting times when you get this little rugby scrum on the field here, Ron.
Number 34 in the Wildcat.
34 is going to take this ball. He's falling behind his blockers. Touchdown, Quinte Skyhawks. Number 34, Nico Papadopoulos.
Yeah, Papadopoulos, he's run this a couple times today already. Leave your helmet on the son. Because you can't be on special teams. Took your helmet off, it means 3 plays.
Well, you got a warning there from one of the referees.
Okay.
Moving on. 2-12.
Good drive. That's what you know. What
Yeah.
That's what you wanted. That's what you had to do. You got points, positive momentum going into the half. Okay, now let's make a stop on defense. Even if it's 14-7, we're back in this game here. Snap is down, the kick is away, and it is good.
All right, 14-7, Mr. Forwarda. And we still got a couple of minutes here in this second quarter.
So if you're Sarnia, you've had success your last 2 drives. You had the pick, and then you had that long seam pass. You've moved the ball well. I'd like to see, some type of RPO action with them. Maybe not the exact same route, but some combination of the same route.
Yeah, that would make a whole lot of sense. I'm just trying to find here. Got a couple of kids here, in talking with the coaches here on this Quinte Skyhawks crew heading to the OUA next year. Actually, one of them going to Queens is O-lineman Cohen Dunlop. So if you're watching the game, that's number 71. And Nathan Clark heading to the CJFL. So I'm assuming probably going to be playing Quinte Skyhawks.
Quinte Rapids.
Right, correct. Yeah, they did change their name.
Rebranded.
Yeah. So we may, in our travels with the Beefeaters this fall, Ron, may get to see Mr. Nathan Clark playing.
Unfortunately, London goes to Quinte, and Quinte does not come to London.
Well, next year. Quinte burying this one deep. This one will be returned starting around the 8-yard line by, I think, Faubert. Nope, different number.
He's got a chance here.
He's got a chance here, Ron. He's going to break this one loose. Just needs to beat 18. Goes out of bounds. Nice, healthy return here for number 43, the Sarnia Sturgeon, in Mr. Gavin Fraser.
Watch this here. The heads-up play, okay? Your second man's coming around. What do I talk about all the time? Don't dance with the football. Catch it in the air. Attack it upfield. Look what happens. That's a great...
He's
no dancing.
Probably really lucky that A, he didn't get a horse collar on that, and B, that it wasn't a late hit because he was well out of bounds when he got tossed.
Yeah.
But hey, first down, Sturgeon.
Sarnia with the ball there. That's a great return. Love it.
Yeah, no kidding. Great field position. So Pagano.
Sun decides to show up finally.
Under center, yeah. Guy needs his sunglasses. Nice little handoff here to the right side and probably a pickup of about 5 yards.
Yeah, solid run again. It's just that inside. It's almost like a little trap. It's that quick hitter inside. You show the inside motion, give it to your fullback. I'd like to have my back actually have some type of action off of that as well. Maybe try to pull somebody out of position. But yeah, gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5, Adam.
And we're going to head back to a pistol setup here with split backs here, Ron, 2 by 2. Pagano barking out a couple of last-minute orders here. As 2 men roll out in motion. Pagano going to roll out to his right side. Escaping. He's going to have to run the 200 to get back to throw this, Ron, or maybe just keep this at this point, but he's got a man coming in number 88, I believe.
Okay.
And he's just going to throw that one out of bounds.
Get it to the point. Smart heads-up play. I don't like the 200, so we're going to scramble this way, go all the way back and all the way around. Pressure coming. This is where you got. If you're there, son, throw that over.
I was going to say, what do you, as a quarterbacks coach, what are you coaching there? Just,
don't do that.
Right? Yeah, I know, but like, what? So
I'm pretty cut and dry when it comes to things, Adam.
Amen. But like, instead of running the backwards 200 here, like, are we just going to try and get to the sideline? Or are we going to throw it away to the top side of the screen there? Like, what?
At that point, when you're that close to the sidelines, I want to just throw it out of bounds, make sure I get it beyond the line of scrimmage so I don't take the grounding.
Gotcha.
But don't do that loop 200 run thing. That's bad.
So we're setting up for a field goal.
Oh, my. Okay, here we go. 48-yard field goal attempt.
Let's
Keep
go.
on leg.
I
Let's do
like it. Petrinos gets
He's
a foot
got
on it. And
He's
it's good.
got it. Hey, we got a graphic for situations like this. Producer Stephanie.
You might have to hide the QR code, but try it. There it
we
is.
go. There's my ugly mug.
Ron.
Coach Ron says kickers are people too.
Beautiful. What in all the excitement, because it was a surprise that they were setting up for a field goal, what was the distance on that?
That was 48.
Holy.
It was a 48-yard field goal. Man, there's university kickers that can't hit that. That's a great kick. It's breezy. So, like, not much wind, there wasn't much wind at his back. It was breezy, and now it's, like, completely still again.
Yeah. Well, speaking of university kickers, did you see a local guy who played in Windsor for a while, Mr. Brady Lidster, got a start for the Argos?
Yep.
And I think he hit 4 in the game, too. Like, had himself a day.
I actually coached Brady back in the day.
Of course you
London
did,
Miners, so,
Yeah, I remember.
Shout out to Coach Chapman as well, St. Thomas Hawks.
Switch into a quads look here as Dan Engelson is just getting out of this. Picks up a healthy little pickup here, probably 3-4 yards, Ron. But, man, he had guys downfield open.
So scrambling around. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find it. Number 8 here, right there.
Sit down,
you can kind of see it. No, he in the scramble drill. One guy goes deep, one guy comes back.
Gotcha.
Nobody picked him up, but he was 5-10 yards clear of everybody.
Well, 2nd and 5 here, Ron, for the Quinte Skyhawks. Seeing if they can get something going on this drive. Dan Engelson puts this one up. He's got a man just at the sideline who pulls this one in. That's going to be number 2 for the Quinte Skyhawks in Clay Taylor.
What a big-time throw. He's on the far hash when he does this. Rolling out, steps up, delivers the ball. That's a good 35, 40-yard throw there.
Yeah, I mean, nice coverage here from the Sturgeon DB, but Clay's pulling that one in. Dan Engelson having to look field side now, sends this one. He's got his man in number 8 who catches this one. First down, Quinte Skyhawks, and that's going to be Aiden Wren on the reception.
Yeah, they're trying to get going quick because they don't want any adjustments to happen here. Again, this is what he was screaming for the ball last time. Same type of thing. Yeah, that seam pass. That's how Sarnia got their big play. Quinte's trying to really get back into this game now.
Timeout.
Settle everybody down.
Yeah. 31 seconds here, boys. Fresh set of downs. Let's put another one in the end zone.
Again, we want to see that number there at 78 in the next 31 seconds. $10 for a chance, guys.
There we go. What Ron's talking about. If you're watching this on a TV, it's even easier. Everybody in the room right now can scan that QR code like you're at a restaurant trying to read a menu and head on over to the Gridiron Gold 50-50 raffle. And again, is currently sitting at $77,750. You could be taking home half of that winnings pot. And the other half goes to the, I believe, for your ticket, the half, if it's $10, $5 goes back to your club. I think last time I saw, I think it was Durham and London and one other center were kind of leading the ticket numbers, which is, I think it's just active on their website.
I know London was up there. Durham was there. Did you find out if we could buy tickets, Adam?
I didn't actually, but 1,502 purchases have sold 44,642 tickets. Woo-wee. Sale ends in 3 hours, 56 minutes, and 37 seconds. Well, here we go, Ron. Speaking of seconds, we have 31 of them left on the board right now, and the Quinte Skyhawks with 4 to the field, sending 3 guys in motion. Dan Engelson in trouble in the backfield, and he's sacked at the 39.
That's my guy, number 41 there.
Yeah, 41.
8 was also sniffing around there, and again, just pressure coming.
Kyle Van Boven, 41.
Yeah, nowhere really to step up. You're sending 5. Everyone's got a guy, and someone's just, you can't quite pick everyone up. Everyone's sliding down. They're trying to make a play. As we see Quinte taking. Well, did Sarnia call the timeout or Quinte? I thought so, but did Sarnia call both their timeouts in this game already then? Must have, because they have none left. So timeout here. Hey, we got it. We're getting closer there. Someone bought some tickets.
Absolutely. I think we're $60 up from where we were last time, so still $190 to get us to the $78,000 mark here of the mega raffle 50-50 that is going to be drawn in less than 4 hours.
Adam, what would you do with $36,000?
Well, there's a lot of really cool camera equipment we could get.
So the London football van that we keep
Oh, yeah,
talking about?
the London football A-team van.
Yep.
A chopper would be great. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Like military-grade drone would be really cool to film the games. Here we go. 4 in the field again. Quads to the field. Dan Engelson, bad snap, kind of goes through his hands, gets pulled down in the backfield around the 54, and that'll bring up third down, way backed up here. Great pressure from the Sturgeon.
Yeah, number 8 just beats his guy off the edge here. He's playing a defensive tackle or defensive end position. Just a straight bull rush. Yeah, the tackle just can't. He's too quick for him. It's going to be a long day as we see Quinte bringing out the punt team with 22 seconds left. You don't want to go for it in a situation like this because, look, if something were to go wrong, they get an interception or something, a sack, the last thing you want to do is give them great field position. Your kicker is doing a great job of pinning them, and you've got 2 men on onside here. Let them make a play.
Yep, 2 men still onside, 2 men deep to return this one. Kind of a short punt, but it's caught by number 1 really quickly, who's able to shake off of that tackle. And so that's going to be Logan Dumond on the return, and I think 44 came in to tackle him, so that's Alex Edwards.
Well, there's a penalty flag on the end of that. I don't know if it was a face mask or what, but flag's at the 35-yard line. I think this is going against Quinte, and we're going to have this up at almost the 50-yard line here.
Well, 0's on the board, so it means they'll probably just give them one more play.
Or you can elect not to play it and just wave the towel and go to half. So it is against Quinte. So, yeah, offense, one more play. And, look, you scored on that big, long play last time.
You know what? On our fun little reference sheet here, Ron, I don't see that call. Piling on. My finger was on it.
Piling on.
So, last play, barring another penalty.
So, 54-yard line right now. This kid's got an arm enough to get it there. He's got a chance to get that ball down to the 25, 30-yard line. And again, how slick this field is, one guy miss, and you're off to the races here. This would be a massive, massive touchdown if they scored one. Join us here at 4:30 for our U14 game between the Quinte Skyhawks and the Guelph Griffins.
A little bit of miscommunication in the backfield here, Ron, and that should do it. That's going to be the half. 17 for the Sarnia Sturgeons, 7 for the Quinte Skyhawks. An exciting first half of ball here, Ron, and we'll be back in 12 minutes for the second half.
You are greatness. Yes, you really are. But why aren't you working with the best? Area 51 Sports isn't just a brand, it's a mission. Built for athletes who train like beasts and think like outliers. Built for schools and youth organizations that truly want to be the best. Engineered for performance. Designed to intimidate. Trusted by those who take their game seriously. These old school guys seem more focused on profiting off the game rather than supporting it. We've become the best at providing customers with the highest quality products and experience. When you wear Area 51, you're not just showing up, you're taking over. We do this for the athlete, for the game. At Area 51 Sports, we value people over profits. 10 toes down, boots on the ground, speaking to real people like you. Join the movement at www.area51sports.ca.
Welcome back to second half action here in this Dan Grossi U18AA matchup. The Sarnia Sturgeon currently leading 17-7 over the Quinte Skyhawks. And we got myself, Adam Melrose, the coach, Ron Ferwerda, and now Darren Stevenson on the call real briefly as we wait for the coach to catch his breath from the stairs. He is coming. Darren, you know what? We didn't end up doing our like quintessential at this point weather report. We did one yesterday though, right? So
for those of you that don't know, this is something that we started at York University last weekend. We started doing the weather report because Saturday York was cloudy, thunderstorm, rain, holding the tent down, and then sunny. So that was just Saturday at York University. The Sunday was absolutely perfect.
Absolutely. So our weather report today is just you and me covering this beautiful Sarnia Quinte game. And join us live on London Football
and
TV.
this amazing air conditioner back here, too. We're not out in the elements, so it's hard to give a weather report. Subscribe to London Football TV. Watch 519 Sports.
Cheers. Well, Sarnia getting ready to go back to work here. And this kick is away, and we've got two guys back to return it. It bounces through the hands of number 2 of the Quinte Skyhawks, who's going to finally get it controlled at about the 10, gets up to about the 13 here, Ron, and that's going to be Clay Taylor on the return.
Yeah.
And Quinte going to work deep in their end zone.
Deep in their own end zone here. That's not necessarily the start that you wanted to come out of the second half. Ball's going to be placed about the 13-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 14, my apologies, but still. That's, again, catch the ball in the air. Catch the ball in the air.
It's a difference of 15 yards. I'm hardwired.
Minimum.
Yeah. Well, here we go. So, Quinte, looks like they're going to place this up at about the 14, actually. And we'll go to work. So, let's talk about that first half a little bit here. So, we saw Aaron Engelson, the quarterback, have a couple of great drives, right? He's got weapons. Fulbert can run the ball really well in number 6. So we'll see if maybe they come back out with that right now here, Ron, as one guy goes across in motion, and we're going to hit a man in the backfield in number 8, who spins off the first tackle, keeps his feet moving, but the Sturgeon, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the mix here. Number 1 and number 9 getting involved. That's going to be Dumond and O'Rourke.
Yeah, it's just nowhere really to go here for the Quinte receiver. It's just a swing pass you're trying to get there. And unfortunately, just nowhere to go. Good open field tackling by Sarnia,
Yeah, Kyle Van Boven, number 41, involved in that tackle too. We saw some great defensive play from him in the first half. As Quinte going back to work here, Ron. It's been an exciting weekend of ball. We still have 2 more games.
2 very good football games still to come.
Here we go. Engelson. Going to pass this one. He's got a man. I think he was looking for Fulbert across the middle.
Well,
little
he was trying
screen
to set
setup.
up a screen there. You can see all the linemen release.
Yep.
There's the guy, checks it down. But pressure, the problem is when you release the defensive lineman to get upfield, they get upfield.
Yeah. Yeah, so the pressure comes. You got to get rid of that.
And you got to wait as long as you possibly can to throw that.
Yeah.
And he did. But unfortunately,
and you saw half of the defensive linemen sort of retrace, which they're usually taught to do, and then the other 2 just tear to the quarterback. So that's usually a pregame decision on whether we're going to tear or what have you. But here we go again. Same look on the punt setup here with 2 men on side, and we are going to punt this.
Wow!
I thought that was getting blocked. That's a really high punt. It's going to be returned by number 43. He gets it around the 42-yard line, goes out of bounds about 4 yards later, and number 43 on the return is going to be Gavin Fraser.
So you're going to get the ball at about the 37, 38-yard line here. That's a gutsy decision. 10 points lead right now. It would have been 12 with the safety, but you would have gained, a lot of yards. I think I would have given up the deuce.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my rule is if you're standing on color, drop in the knee.
Yep. No longer on the green as the Sturgeon with great field position here about the 38-yard line, Ron. About to go back to work, and we will see Pagano Hand this one off to the jet man who's going to come across, beats that first tackle, keeps working to the edge, and is finally brought down by number 27 and number 1, and they're letting the boys play on that one, Ron.
Okay.
So 21 in Hunter Duncan for the Sarnia Sturgeon with a nice little carry there for about 5 yards.
Just a fly sweep, jet sweep, call it whatever you want there. You're trying to get to the hash marks. Again, both teams have great lateral speed there, so turning the corner on them, it's going to be really, really difficult today. And we haven't seen a lot of success doing it, although he did get like 8 yards on that carry.
Okay, they gave him 3 more than I thought so. So,
no, they're giving him the first down.
Oh, wow. All right, game on.
All right, let's get the sticks.
I think Pagano has Petrinos in the backfield with him right now.
Just getting everything ready. There we go. First down. All right. Yeah, 17 in the backfield.
Snaps up. Gives it to Petrinos, who's going to hustle forward, pick up a couple of yards on the carry up the middle, Ron.
So this is a call I call Joker ISO. You show the jet motion, and you just come right underneath it. You're trying to get a zone block, your offensive lineman, and you want to wall off this defensive end here like that. He walls him off, but the linebackers nobody follows the jet action on that. So the linebacker stays home, fills the gap, and short gain, couple on the play, 2nd and 8.
Well, Pagano with Petrinos in the backfield with him. Get 18 coming across in motion here as Pagano's going to roll out to his right side. He finds 18 in the flats, pulls this one in, and it's another first down for the Sturgeon. 18 on the reception. Omar DeJohnny, who's got a touchdown to the second of the day earlier in the game, and now he's got a first down.
So, again, here's that Joker motion, and he's just running the flats. So this is what I would call like an H slice, but you're coming with the Y on that one. So it's a Y slice under. So you're just trying to hit the underneath. If he's able to keep his feet, he might have had an opportunity to score there. Sarnia driving the ball here. Good drive to open their second half for them.
Split back. They've been throwing out of this a lot. Instead, we're going to hand this one to Petrinos, who just cuts it through the B-cap here, Ron, and it's going to get another healthy, probably 7 or 8 yards on that carry.
Yeah, again, if we talked about it yesterday and we talked about it again today, if you're getting 6, 7, 8 yards of carry, just run the ball again. And he's contacted at the 10-yard line and drove his feet down, drove the tacklers down with him for another 4 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 3 here for the Sturgeon as they get set to go to work here at about the 7-yard line. So knocking on the door here, Ron.
2x2 gun twin.
Yeah, and Faubert, number 6, down here at the Z receiver position too. I was wondering where he was at as Petrinos takes the handoff, hustles to the line. Check that. No, it's number 49. Touchdown, Sarnia Sturgeon. Number 45, Matteo Lapatron.
And again, you get the eye candy you see out there. You see Faubert out there as the receiver. You can see extra coverage coming towards them. This is just a straight run play. There's your lead. Follow up there. Great block downfield. Look at your offensive lineman is driving the defensive lineman into the end zone. That's a good thing if you're an offense.
Yeah. Well, Petrinos ready for the chip shot.
And it is
it's good. 7 more on the board here for the Sturgeon.
You know, that's exactly the answer that you need if you're Sarnia, that you want to start the second half with. Hey, we want to go out there and we want to reestablish ourselves and get going on this. Not quite the answer that Quinte wanted, but again, still got a lot of football left to play, but it's a 17-point lead, and you got to start looking at the clock soon. Otherwise, it's a long 4.5, 5-hour drive back.
Yeah, a bit of a tour on that commute, Ron. Well, if you're just joining us again, welcome to London Football TV, bringing you all this OSFL action in partnership with 519 Sports Online. Please head on over to all of their socials. There are amazing recaps and highlights from this entire weekend leading up to right now, and there will be for the remaining games today as ASAP as things happen here at Western University.
And
so
what I'm circling there, kids, in your top corner is the QR code.
Oh, did we hit 78,000?
We hit 78,000. So
Nice.
Thank you very much for doing that. Your club thanks you, and Football Ontario thanks you.
Okay, a bit of a shorter kick here. This one gets to basically the
I
numbers
like
at the 20. Takes a couple of bounces here, gets picked up off the deck, and we're going to hustle this ball up to the 35-yard line, and that's number 23 on the return in Evan Gorman.
So, again, it's just a really nice kind of pooch punt or a pooch kick, and it kind of deadens there a little bit. That's tough. And
It's almost a little bit of backspin on
Yep.
it, like just you put your chip shot right on the green where you wanted it, and
sometimes you drive for show, and sometimes you got to lay it up there nicely and have a little bit of back roll and bring it back to the hole for you.
Ron's done a bit of golfing in his day.
Doesn't mean I'm any good at
Oh,
it. Just for the record. I have clubs. I don't know how to use them very
I've
well.
seen you run football routes. That translates well to your golf game. Here we go. As Dan Engelson hands this one off to his back, who spins off the first tackle, gets a first down, and gets the ball here up to about the 49-yard line. Nice hustling on the field here. And see if we can get the number on the back, number 6.
Yeah.
So number 6 is going to be
Faubert?
Faubert.
Yeah. He's had himself a whale of a game.
That might have, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just my last golf reference of the day. I can drive the ball 300 yards. It's going to go up about 100 yards. It's going to go out about 100 yards. Then it's going to come down about 100 yards.
And then you're going to pull a new ball out of your bag and call it good.
Yep.
All right, here we go. As we empty out here into a 23, and we're going to find a man sitting down on a little step off and might be just shy of a first down.
Yeah, he's going to be shy. He got about 8 yards on that step off screen. It's going to get the ball out quickly. Good blocking downfield. Number 2 there. Good job making sure that you're not blocking in the back, not a hold.
Mm-hmm. I was confused because they were like adjusting the
sticks,
the line to get stick. And I was like, wait, are they moving it already? No, it just wasn't at the right spot. So chain must have got a little bunged up. So we're going to go to a 22 King as we hand this one off to Faubert. Faubert meets a wall of sturgeon.
Wow.
What? And this is why we keep pumping our feet here in number 13 of the sturgeon. Really good tackle here, Isaiah Ardell.
Yeah. Faubert's got a great run, but just nowhere to go. Open field tackling. We talked about this, with the U14 game on Friday night. You can tell the sites that work on tackling drills all year long. Like Coach Dillon was saying, everyday drills.
The EDDs. Well, Dan Engelson's got his man Faubert in the backfield. A couple guys going out in motion here as Dan Engelson has a look to the boundary side, lets this one go, and it was almost picked off by number 3 of the Sturgeon in Logan Butterfield. And we were looking for, I believe, number 19 or 15. Yeah, 19.
Yeah,
Bennett Cohen.
Yeah, you just got to, if you're the quarterback, you got to throw that a little bit higher to give your guy a chance. A little bit underthrown on that. Ball got caught up. Maybe there's a little bit of a breeze again. Again, the wind's all over the place here at Western. And, yeah, now it's breezy again, so could have been what was going on there.
All sorts of motion pre-snap here, Ron.
3-by-1 with Deuce.
Yeah, Dan Engelson right across the middle. Oh, just gets tipped by number 24. He was looking for...
They're starting to really understand the routes that they're running and shooting those gaps hard.
Yeah, Gabriel Ardeel, the linebacker here, does a good job of just dropping and getting a hand on it.
So we see the punt team coming out for Quinte.
I think we were looking for Aiden Wren on that play.
Again, good coverage, too. Again, just understanding your assignment, knowing what they're trying to do. They've been trying to hit those crossers and those seam shots. That's kind of what they like to do here. Number 19's the punter for Quinte, standing at his 50-yard line. He's got 2 guys on side. They're going to try to short kick this and recover this and get the first down.
Yeah, like maybe by 3. Yep. So they're at the numbers. This is going to get back to the returner, number 13, and he's going to go out of bounds here just past the 20. That's Isaiah Ardell for the Sturgeon, and Sturgeon's going back to work here around 4:53 on the clock.
Good high punt. It's in that kind of Goldilocks zone that we talked about. We want to hit the ball in between the numbers in the sideline. That maximizes the amount of coverage guys that you can get into an area. And then again, if you've got a shield, that way you can loop across, make sure there's no long cutback. But it basically limits the guy to, I'm going to get about 2 or 3 yards on a return, then I got to step out of bounds because there's nowhere to go.
Yep.
So Sarnia with a really impressive drive last time for the touchdown. If they can put another one together here, you can start sealing this one away a little bit. Again, Adam Melrose and I am the coach, Ron Fawarda, here on London Football TV. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And, of course, at 519 Sports as well for all your social media content.
All right, let's go as Pagano gives this off to his man who picks up about a 5-yard gain on the carry. Gets brought down by 2 or 3 Quinte Skyhawks, and I believe that was number 17 on the carry.
Yeah, he's been kind of their workhorse back all day here.
Hunter Johnson.
Yeah. Good game, good healthy game. Look, if you can get 5-6 yards, again, we've said it. You can get 5, 6, 7 yards a clip. You keep doing it here. You get the safeties coming downhill, and then you can take your shot over the top.
Yeah. No, the one thing I want to ask for next time we do this is depth charts.
Yeah,
and I'd be blown away if we got those. But we're so blessed with like the beef eaters in CJFL because you immediately know if I don't recognize that running back. It's usually the next guy on the list.
Yep.
Here we go. Pagano sending a couple guys in motion here. Guys coming across in jet motion. We're going to pull this one back, drop back, let this go to the field, and it's thrown to the hash marks. And I'm assuming he was looking for his man deep downfield, but just a little underthrown here, Ron.
Yeah, he's running along the numbers route. The good coverage by the defensive back here. There's nowhere really to go with this.
That's a far pass for the field shot, too.
That's a long way. Pressure's coming. He's just got to get rid of it. Didn't have time to set his feet. Still delivered a good 35, 40 yards downfield, though. As we see a 3rd down and 5 here, and Sarnia brings in the punt team. Now if you can get a return, see if you can flip the field a little bit here if you're Quinte and start putting the pressure on the defense.
Taylor is back, number 2, to return this, and the far side is number 49 in Alistair Phillips.
Snap is back. Good punt.
Really
punt.
nice
Holy
punt.
Cow. Over his head.
So it's going to be Clay Taylor. And he picks it up right before it goes out of bounds and is brought down back at about the 28-yard line.
I want to see this.
And then throws the ball at a Sturgeon player. And that he gets away with murder on that one.
I think they both do. And
now we got a lineman. Good on number 56 here. Lyman just runs in. Hey, settle down, bro. We got a lot of football to play.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something here. We can get that one more time.
Yeah.
He steps out of bounds. And is the first one to touch this ball.
Let
it illegal touching.
Can we see it one more time, Steph?
He steps out of bounds. He's tracking it right there.
Oh, wow.
I thought when it was live, it's like, did he just step out of bounds? And
luckily we have the advantage of replay up here, Ron.
Yeah, and then the extracurricular.
I can't believe the extra. I mean, it would have been offsetting, really, but here we go.
Yep.
2 guys emptying out. To make it 3-by-2, we give this ball to Faubert.
Number 24, I think, is with the tackle for Sarnia.
24 is going to be Gabriel Ardell.
8's all over the board, all over the place as well. Just look at him sliding down there.
Yeah.
So was 9.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with number 9, Sean O'Rourke, for the Sturgeon in this game, too. He's been very active on the field. I mean, again, we've said this a few times now. The pursuit angles from both of these defenses have been really, really impressive.
Yeah, again, we talked
the edge isn't there. I mean, the inside. We just keep running the inside. It seems to be there, but as we get Den Angelston rolling out to his left side here, gets rid of this ball to the sideline.
What a great. Okay, this is going to be out of bounds.
Okay,
but what a throw by the quarterback, rolling to his left. Dropping it where only his guy can catch it. What a fantastic throw by Dan Engelson.
Well, actually, check that. It's number 7 right now. Jensen Shaver taking snaps.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, and Van Engelson's right over here. So right before the half, I just realized this too because body type's a little different. Dan Engelson throws his helmet off towards his own bench. So I'm wondering if maybe he's getting in a little bit of a timeout right now, or because like they're not ahead,
or
right?
he concussed.
Yeah, you never know.
He's taking some shots.
But he was looking very emotional right before the half. I literally ripped his helmet off and threw it at his own bench. So curious as we see the punt crew here for Quinte Skyhawks come back out. Really high punt.
Great high punter.
Surprised. Oh, and he drops that one, but gets back on it. But 96, big man hustling down the field here for the Skyhawks.
There you go.
In Casey Chassis hustling. I appreciate it.
Big man making plays. I love a big man hustle play. You know what? And again, a great high punt. Look at the hang time on it. Like this is NFL hang time on this punt. And again, it's so hard to field when it's coming from that high of an angle. You can't judge it properly. Most of these guys are used to line drives, catching it on that one hop, catching the ball in the air. He does a good job of attacking it. Didn't quite secure it, but even if he was going to get swallowed up there by the defender.
Yeah, 100%. So Sturgeon going back to work here right at the 55. With a nice toy. Yeah, I know how to do math here, Ron. A 17-point lead at the moment. As Pagano under center takes this one, hands it off to his man up the middle. And we're going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry.
And again, you saw the eye candy of look at the ball way up here, and we're going to come underneath it. Unfortunately, this time Sarnia wasn't able to secure the block and tripped up after a short gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7, Adam.
Yep, the clock rolling down closer to the end of this third quarter, and the Sturgeon going back to work here again. Split backs in the backfield. I believe it's Petrinos. And Pagano, he's going to give it to the other back on the far side, and number 45 or 49, who's going to keep his feet moving and goes out here around the 25. So that's going to be number 45, Le Patron, who scored the last touchdown.
Yeah, he got the touchdown for them as well. And again, he's a solid kid. Good runner, hard runner. You can tell this guy's a north-south. I want to make contact, kind of Cam Scattaboo type.
I like it. Well, the bigger body of the back, likely why they got him in there at that fullback side of things, Ronnie.
Nice kind of like a zone counter on that.
Oh, yeah.
I like the cross action in the backfield happening.
Yeah. So, same backfield, same split look, 2-by-2 for the Sturgeon. And snap's good. And we're going to give this to Petrinos, or check that, it might be 17.
That's 17.
Yep. So, who's keeping going here as we're trying to double check? So that's Hunter Johnson.
So
not
Petrinos. All you're doing on this is just a zone lead. He's coming up here and he's coming across here. You're trying to get an extra defender or extra blocker at the point of attack. You can see the defender slip through the tackle or slip through the block, get penetration. How do you stop a zone play? How do you stop the outside run? Get penetration early.
Well, here we go, Ron. 2nd and 8. As we get ready to go here, split backs again. Pagano's going to hand this one off to Le Patron. Le Patron gets off the first tackle effort. He's got a couple guys to beat. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Sarnia Sturgeon.
And this might be the nail proverbially in the coffin for Quinte. Watch the blocking on this. Everyone's picked up. When he gets this, here we go, coming across. Upfield makes one man miss. Great block there to cut off the pursuit angle. And he is in for the touchdown. And Sarnia goes up, barring the extra point, 31-7, 24-point lead with the fourth quarter only left to be decided. As we see in the far soccer field over there, there's Guelph warming up. Over there, we've got Quinte warming up. I am going to point this out. Both teams kind of look to be in their black jerseys, so that's going to be very interesting.
I'm excited about that one, Ron. Well, and bringing you all the play-by-play action.
Okay. Quinte's in
Darren
white.
Stevenson.
Quinte is in white.
So,
thank goodness. There.
I want to say, okay, they're lining up for a PAT, but I saw the White Hat ref signal unsportsmanlike.
Okay. Shenanigan penalties. Hey, what's that bar that you like with all the stuff on the wall? Shenanigans? Actually, point is good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we're good, man. We're good.
That's my high-quality ADH brain going into full effect on that one.
Admitting it is the first step, Ron.
I admit nothing.
Fourth quarter. You're live here with London Football TV. Again, in partnership all weekend with 519 Sports Online. We appreciate you joining us. Please like and subscribe here. Hit the notifications on the next two streams, and then head on over to 519 Sports Online. Do the same thing. Find all of our content also shared on OSFL_official on Instagram. And if there's any content that maybe you needed a clip for, just shoot us a message there after the weekend in case we've got something. It's 31-7 right now for the Sturgeon leading here, Ron, as we head into the fourth quarter. And touch out of reach, but crazier things have happened. You know, you look at that Clarington-Woodstock game.
We just saw it there.
Yeah.
You know, the third quarter, Woodstock comes out with 24 points and really made a game of it there. Again, you know, Clarington, that quarterback was dynamic. He's throwing big boy throws up there like 40, 50 yards downfield in the bucket. And what I mean by that, over the shoulder, in stride, dropped it in there. It's like, holy cow. So offside was called against Quinte, so we're going to move this. It actually was called against Sarnia, but now we're going to move it up.
Right, because we flipped ends.
Oh, no, it was against Quinte. Okay. But the way he was pointing, they flipped ends now, so I was getting, again, all mixed around there. So Sarnia is going to be kicking this ball from Quinte's 50-yard line. He's got a chance of putting this through the end zone for a Rouge.
Well, we've seen a couple this weekend already.
You've got to make it hit in the end zone and roll out.
Right.
It has to make contact in the end zone first. Or do you pooch it and make it land around the 5-yard line and give your guys a chance?
Just pin him.
Yep.
Pin him real deep here.
The point means nothing. The yards do.
Yeah, you're going to make him work for 100 yards. Well, we're going to kick this one deep. This will enter the end zone. Oh, and it dings off the uprights.
It's a dead ball.
So that's going to be a dead ball. So where will they play from?
20-yard line.
Oh, we're getting everything today.
Well, now you're getting extra flags on both teams again.
So probably offsetting.
Well, it's most definitely going to be offsetting. Someone had pleasantries, and somebody said Merry Christmas early, and shenanigans happen, and away we go.
Oh, okay. So this just in, the Skyhawks got a penalty over here for swearing at the referees.
Oh.
Yeah. Shenanigans. This shenanigan meter is at an all-time high right now, Ron. That's a new graphic we need.
Well,
that Ron's shenanigan meter needs to
and composure.
Yeah, the composure count
with
and
me
the
doing
shenanigans
this
meter. Well, we still have 12 on. We still haven't rolled a second off in this fourth quarter, and the shenanigans in the press box are at an all-time high. Yeah. So here we go.
Are we down to 0 viewers now?
We're at an all-time low now.
Yeah.
We had more viewers the Strathroy-Montcalm game.
Dude, that was a fun game to call.
It was an amazing game. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll get you the numbers here in a second.
So the ball is placed at the 20 after the offsetting penalties.
currently concurrent viewers right now. 207 people on watching the stream right now. Ron, is Quinte Skyhawks going back to work with a couple guys in motion. And we're going to give this to Faubert. Faubert is going to get pretty standard Faubert run, about 3 yards on the carry. And it is still number 7 at quarterback in Jensen Shaver.
So good athlete, good arm on him. That was a really good throw along the sidelines last time.
Yeah, I had to double check here because
again, is this a case of let's get our young guys some reps in a very valuable game here?
Yeah, very
Game's
possible.
Kind of out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, the theory is sound as Shaver puts this one in the air, and it's almost picked off. Really, really good coverage here. Looking for number 8 out in space here in Aiden Wren.
Number 13 with the coverage for Sarnia.
That's,
again, trying to drop that in. Just really good coverage overall by Sarnia. Like they've had great coverage downfield all day here.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick 2-and-out here for Quinte. Looking for the punt. Should have this ball after the return about the 45, somewhere between the 40 and 50-yard line. Unless shenanigans happen on the punt.
Well, you never know. Now, the two onside guys have gotten pretty close a few times here, so I'm intrigued to see if they can capitalize on this at some point. Karaoke with Darren later on. Here we go. High punt to the bottom side of your screen. This one's just going to hit the trainer tent. And the Sturgeon will go back to work.
At the 46-yard line. So it was right between the 50 and 40 like I thought it was going to be.
Nailed it, Ron.
I'm here all week. Make sure you tip your waiters and waitresses.
We're up over that 78,500 mark now at 560. Scan that QR code. Less than 3 hours before the draw for the
more that goes in the pot, the more that you get to win.
50-50 mega raffle here in support of Football Ontario and your local football club. If you buy a $10 ticket, half of that goes right back to your club, but make sure you choose your club in the drop-down menu on the website.
Sarnia breaks the huddle here, Adam. You know, really one more touchdown will I think the final outcome is pretty much out of question at this point. But you're just going to get to a point where it's like you roll your bench.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Buckner and Johnson still in the backfield here with Pagano. Pagano's going to give this one to Buckner. Buckner squeaks through the outside. A flag flies at the top side of your screen.
I think you're going to have a horse collar tackle on this. He went down sideways and in a sudden motion.
Is Nathan on that side? We might actually get this on the replay.
So it's the linebacker flowing across. Blitz coming. Yep.
Yeah.
So what happens is it's unnecessary roughness to horse collar. If you put your hand within the cylinder of the shoulder pad, so basically the opening around the neck, and turn and make a tackle, any downward motion, that is a horse collar. It has to be in a downward motion. It can't be on the shoulder pads. It has to be within the cylinder of the shoulder pad.
The player has to change direction as well too.
There has to be a dramatic, I think the rule reads dramatic and sudden change of direction.
Subjective. Here we go. Split backs, 2x2. Same backfield with Pagano.
Really loading up the front of the defensive line.
Pressure coming from the Quinte Skyhawks. Here it comes. Pagano finds his man. And number 18, who's able to break through a couple of tackles, keeps his feet moving. Number 18, does he step out of bounds? No, touchdown, Sarnia Sturgeon.
Yeah, and when you start showing that pressure look so much, and then all of a sudden you got one-on-one blocks, we talked about it. Work on open field tackling. Unfortunately, Sarnia missed, or should say, Quinte misses a couple open field tackles. Slides out a little bit. There's a little bit of an adjustment. Just a standard step-off screen. Great block there.
To Johnny.
Yep. And then make the first man miss, and then nothing to do but run to the end zone.
Well, his second of the day here, Ron. Been involved on a lot of passing connections, but nice little catch, nice little yak. and a touchdown for Mr. DeJohnny, number 18 of the Sarnia Sturgeons, with just under 10 minutes left. Tons of time in this game, Ron, but the Sarnia Sturgeon add 7 more to the board, and a flag flies. Are you surprised?
No, not at all. I don't know if it's too many men or if it's somebody went, over the center. It's one or the other. Because somebody was in the backfield pretty quick.
Yeah.
Too many men.
For who?
Sarnia?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, man. You know what? 60% of the time.
Yeah, it works every time. It's you can't put whatever's on the telestrator. Ron's gonna read. Okay, guys, who put the question mark on there?
I'm Ron Burgundy. San Diego.
Well, so
all right, too many men against Sarnia.
So back him up, make him kick it again.
Yep, illegal substitution was the call. That's the tapping of the hat one. I don't even need the card for that one, but appreciate that. I'm so glad that the officials actually gave us these.
Yeah, it's cool.
Snap is down, the kick is away, and it is still good. So we are 38-7. Sarnia is about to win their second provincial championship this weekend to go along with the Cumberland Panthers, who also won 2, and potentially the Guelph Griffins, who are on the next 2 games.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, we had a little double shot yesterday. We got a double shot here. So you could have an interesting, I guess, a trio of double shot wins here, depending on how Guelph fares out today.
So again, it's great to see all the different centers making it. On Friday night, we saw the Toronto Junior Argos represent the GTA area. Again, today we had North Toronto, Woodstock showing up. Peterborough was there. Kingston, Myers, Waterloo, Cumberland, Durham. Great representation. Essex was here yesterday. London was here as well Friday night. It's not one site. It's not one city or center location. It is really spread across. The vast talent of football in the province of Ontario has been on full display all weekend long here.
Yeah, this isn't like Kingston last year where London had 5 teams represented at some point. It's it's definitely, and it was cool seeing Clarington playing. Right, and Myers, who we never see,
and the earlier game today, Woodstock and North Toronto, who has rebranded as they used to be the Vaughan Rebels, and now they're
North Toronto Sentinels. As we get this kick deep to the top side of your screen, it's going to bounce off his chest. He's going to fall on it, but the Sturgeon are there, and the Sturgeon have the ball. First down, Sturgeon.
Wow, that's again we
number 13. Wow.
Yeah, catch the ball in the air. Unfortunately, he does a good job of attacking this ball, but it just goes right off of his shoulder pads. That's a tough break.
Nathan gets it beauty here on the wireless too. So 13, Isaiah, check that. Isaiah Ardell might be in contention here. He's had his day. He may be a competitor here for the defensive MVP.
Yeah, he very easily could be. There's a number of defenders on both teams who have played very, very well.
Yeah. Yeah, your other guy, too, Van Poven, number 41 for the Sturgeon, too, has had a couple of beauty tackles today.
Number 8's been in the backfield, I think, 3 or 4 times today.
Evan Bowers.
Yep. And again, Sarnia, or the Quinte Skyhawks have had a number of players who are, flying to the ball. It's been a well-played game, although the score kind of looks a little lopsided as we see,
pressure,
I believe, a new quarterback in. Number 2 is in for Sarnia at quarterback.
That's Pagano. So there hasn't been a switch up there. I think it's a new running back.
All right.
That we've got in the mix here.
44 is back there, 10, 43, 8, 9. I'm not sure of the number.
10 is Tiger Hoskins, who we've called his name a couple of times, but we'll double check what the backfield looks like. It has been Johnson and Buckner. So 17 and 45 in with Pagano. as we see a little 22 King look here. Man coming across in jet motion. We're going to give it to him, and he evades the first tackle in the backfield, gets off the second one, keeps rolling, and we got 1, 2, 3 Skyhawks, number 1, number 14, and 64 involved in the tackle. Let's give 64 Max McDonald a shout out here. Big man moving, as well as number 1 Sawyer Brooks getting involved in that tackle.
We've called his name a couple times.
Spencer Henshaw too is number 14. Let's give him a shout out.
Good angle, good pursuit, keep coming all the way down the line of scrimmage.
Yep, and 2 more guys there too. I mean, that's I used to love saying to my kids, if I get one highlight where all 12 of you are at the point of the tackle, then I'm buying pizza at the next practice. But luckily, I never had to pay up on that one, Ron. Maybe I think that the record was 10 that flowed to the tackle before, but never all 12.
10? Yeah. Holy cow. Was that against my kids' team?
Here comes field goal attempt here, Ron. It might have been 41.5.
He's got enough leg for this.
Oh, we might see it twice. It's up.
You betcha we
it
are.
It looks good.
It is
field
good.
Goal is good.
There's my offensive MVP is the kicker. You know why? Because kickers are people too. Everyone jokes about kickers, but if you don't have a kicker, you don't have a chance to play special teams, and it is such a huge aspect of the Canadian game. It's awesome. What a handsome fella that guy is.
You know, the redemption you're getting from years of being a kicker, Ron, and finally getting to show the love for kickers that wasn't sent your way as a young lad. It's impressive. I like it. It's very inspiring to the kickers of the world. You know,
I'm the Canadian version of Pat McAfee. I'm not worth a tenth of what that guy is.
Oh, no kidding. I feel you. Just under 8 minutes here at Western University. And we keep things rolling here with the Quinte Skyhawks as quarterback number 7 still in the mix here for the Skyhawks, and Jensen Shaver hands it off to his running back. He's going to pick up a couple yards here up the middle.
Again, use a little bit of extracurricular after the play. People are still trying to make plays and everything. Just look, everyone maintain your composure. We don't need any more shenanigans, anything like that. The results kind of the haze in the barn, shall we say. And let's just make sure nobody's getting hurt, no one's getting thrown out, no one's doing anything stupid to cause themselves a game in their next league.
Yeah.
And that's actually what the referee is talking to both the captains about now.
Yeah.
They don't want to throw the flags, but if they have to, they absolutely will.
Yeah. And if you know this in the chat, throw it in there. But I'm curious, do you know if either of these clubs have we don't usually follow the fall league that much, but do these guys run fall programs, or are these probably all high school kids in the fall?
I know Sarnia runs a minor program there, so they do not have an OSFL team. I think Quinte might.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, boys, we still got 7 minutes, 22 seconds left here. This one, no disrespect, but it's out of reach. So it's just let's calm down. Let's get some boys. We're gonna probably start rolling through some backups. Like let's just relax. Let's finish the game here. The sun's shining. Play some ball. As we send a couple guys in motion here, and Shaver is gonna give this to his man who just runs back. I think this is number 10 and keeps his feet pumping. This is
40.
a nice 40, really healthy run here, but fumbles it. Sarnia saying they've got it.
Flags fly.
Flags fly, and
more flags fly.
A guy just took his helmet off and threw it on the ground, number 10. And again, sure.
He's gone.
Yeah, a flag flies for him. And
this is what I was talking about. You don't want to do anything silly where you're going to get thrown out of your next game.
Yeah. Not the move.
Don't throw it along.
Oh,
son, do not throw that helmet along the track.
Yeah. Well, at some point, we've seen a couple of games this season already. I saw a game get whistled out with 4 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. So the refs may just make a call if it's going to stay out of hand like this. And I've seen it. Even though it's champ weekend, you may see them just wave this one dead if that keeps up.
Yeah,
and we'll just head to the north end zone and hand out some hardware at this point.
And we want to be able to play the rest of the game. We absolutely do. But we are not going to put anybody in jeopardy of getting hurt or anything like that. Unnecessary roughness against Sarnia, objectionable conduct against Quinte.
Well, and as we get these shenanigan penalties looked after here, a shout out to Coach Dylan Sherville, who was on the 2 broadcasts this morning, visiting his mom this afternoon, and they got the game on at his mom's place in St. Thomas. So we appreciate you there. And then
Coach Scher's mom, thank you very much for joining us.
Hanging out on the chat. We got Candace having a laugh at some of our shenanigans here, Ron, who was the fine lady who delivered our food the last 3 times we've had food up here in the press box. So we appreciate you, Candace, for looking after us. And really the entire squad here at London Football TV and 519 Sports. It's been a pleasure to bring you all of the great football action, including a little bit of shenaniganery here every once in a while, Ron. But it looks like they're going to let the boys play. But I would be confident in saying if it keeps up, you may just see the white hat ref wave this one down. But hopefully we can finish this game. We only got 6:50 left here. Let's get some boys in. Let's get some quality reps. There's a lot of kids here going to be playing these teams next year as they move up. So let's play ball here, Ron.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. As a coach, you're trying to calm your play. These are emotional young men. Look they've worked all year for these moments. For one team, it's going to go their way. For one team, it's not.
Yeah,
that's the reality of football. That's the beauty of our game. Is there's a finality to it.
Buckner takes his hand off, and Buckner is on the move with about a 25-yard pickup here, Ron. Move the chains. First down, Sarnia.
Yeah, big run all the way down to about the 31-yard line. Just again, there's your lead. Outside, somebody got pinned inside. Good block on the edge. This is a solid football player.
Number 19, let's shout out where credit is due here. Evan Miller really driving his guy down the field to give Buckner that little extra 5 yards. That's how these guys get these big runs. It's because 10 other guys are making huge blocks.
Well, and I think Quinte has made some substitutions along the back end as well.
Correct. Nearing the 6-minute mark here in this U18AA Dan Grossi final. Pagano is going to give this one back to Buckner again. Buckner's got the edge. Buckner's got the first down, and he's got the sideline at about the 10-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Sarnia Sturgeon.
Yep, and again, it's the exact same play. It's that lead. You got a lead back picking up the linebacker coming through. You just getting to the edge. You just outmanning them at the point of attack. Stepped out at the 10, so we're going to have... Oh, he stepped out at the 11. So it's 1st and 10. I thought he stepped out at the 10.
Same. That's been his
Spinal Tap reference all the way up to 11.
These ones go to 11. Here we go. I think we've got 40. I think 44 in the backfield as well. Okay, snaps up. Pagano. He's going to roll out to his right side. He's in trouble. Might just keep this for himself. He's got a block out front. Touchdown search, but a flag flies. It's going to be peel back block is going to negate that one, Ron.
So you got 2 penalties. I think it's the same call on 2 different players.
Yeah, if we see it, hopefully on one of these shots, right there. Yeah.
And then there's another one in the back of the end zone. That's the kind of stuff that we want to avoid.
Yeah.
And someone else. So
be careful, guys. They'll just shut you down. Unsportsmanlike. Sarnia.
Yeah. Did he just do the thumbs in the air?
I'm not sure.
10, I think 10 might have just got booted.
For Sarnia?
Yeah. The way he's storming on the sidelines. Yeah, I think 10 just was told, yep, See, that's a 25-yarder.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Well, 5:36 left here. Let's have a look at the 50-50 gridiron here, Ron.
I like that
$78,840.
You know what would happen
right
if we
now.
get that up to 80? You would win $40,000 if you're the lucky person who gets that up there.
2 minutes, 46 seconds, and currently 40 seconds, now 37, now 36, for you to go
2 minutes or 2 hours?
2 hours, I'm sorry. 46 minutes,
Holy
31
cow,
seconds.
Panic mode.
Yeah. I guess we should find out how they're going to tell us who the winner is.
Oh, they're going to probably call the person.
Yeah. Well, here we go. A couple guys in motion here. Pagano in trouble in the backfield. No, he's able to escape that one. Finds his man. Nice catch by DeJohnny. And that'll get the ball back to about the 20-yard line.
So he got about 10 of the 20 yards of the fouls that they've got back on that. But we are looking at a second down and, 20 yards at this point.
Yep. Legitimately second in the 401.
Yeah.
We're heading the right direction. In the far side of the field on the track, we can see, I believe,
that's the Junior Griffins.
Griffins coming in, getting ready. That game should be technically in 16 minutes at 4:30, but maybe delayed just a touch. But sometimes they've been backing these back-to-back pretty quickly. So a flag flies again. Time count. Sarnia. So we're going to back this one up 5 yards here, Ron, and we'll just do it again.
Sorry, ADHD.
It's no, you're good. You're good. Nothing was happening, so it's
Okay.
guys, we're just backing up 5 yards to replay this play after getting a time count. So here we go. Pagano. Snap's good. Having a look to the boundary side. Nope, nothing there. He's going to roll out to the field. Let go of this one. Really nice catch, and we might have it right on the goal line. What are they going to signal here, Ron? Oh, so they're going to give it to him on the one. Wow, what a great touchdown that would have been.
It's where the ball is, not where the knees are. It is caught before the goal line. It is caught before the goal line, just like inches.
I'm with you.
It's really close, dude.
It was
really close. Like really close.
Great angle from Nathan down on the field for sure. So, all right, here we go. First and goal.
Under center this time?
Pagano under center.
Is
he just going to keep it and muscle behind the boys? Yes, he is. The O-line with the big push.
Not sure he got there. I'm not sure he got there.
Nope.
And they are not
no signal
allowing
for it. No signal for it.
You give number 84 a shout out there for making the tackle. 55 is in there as well.
Was it 94? Marcus Sale?
Maybe it's 94.
Yep.
Second and goal from the 1 yard line.
Under the 3 minute mark at this moment here. We're back to pistol.
It's first and goal, Adam.
First and goal.
Because he got enough for the first down.
Gotcha. Pagano. Pressure coming. 94 again. We got a touchdown in the end zone. Number 18, DeJohnny. But they're waving it off.
Why are they waving it off?
You saw the referee wave it off, right? Or was that just stop the clock?
I think it was to stop the clock.
Touchdown number 18, Sarnia Sturgeon, DeJohnny.
Yeah. So it was what we were going back there. That was second down and goal on that because he got enough for the first down to move the sticks on that second and 20 play. And again, just a nice little sit down route. Sarnia with an extra point away, and we're in runtime, Adam, in the last 3 minutes.
And it is running indeed. I imagine as much as it's runtime, the referees are probably ready to shut this one down.
Well, and at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they just decide to do that. It ultimately comes up to both bench bosses, but I'm not going to say it, but there's a couple kids walking on the field there that I'm not sure I would have on the field at the moment.
Right. I'm surprised to still see walking out on the field. Well, here we go. $1:46. The clock is running down here, so we're going to get this. By the time they get this kick set up, it's probably going to be close to a minute. And if they get a couple of plays in, I'll be blown away. So,
yeah, you're gonna get about 2 plays. But again, if any extracurriculars happen, they're gonna blow it dead.
Yeah, it's over.
So full marks to Sarnia, who had a great game plan. They have a very dynamic quarterback. They've got speed. Quinte is a very good up-and-coming program. They've only been in the league for about 3 or 4 years, too. Mm-hmm. So that's really done a good job of establishing themselves. And we're going to see the second Quinte team taking off here, I believe, at 2:30 this afternoon, Adam. Or, excuse me, at 4:30?
At 4:30.
Okay.
No time travel today, Ron. Low kick here, bounces it around the 25-yard line. Number 64, I believe, gets on it. Gets out of bounds.
Yep.
The clock will just continue to run. So if they want to get some plays in, we're going to have to hustle up here, boys. But the way it's moving, they might get 1 play here, maybe 2.
Yeah, you're going to get maybe 2 plays. So, Adam, this is our... I believe this is this your final game today?
This is game 10. Well, it's never my final game.
Well,
no, this would be the last one where I'm on play-by-play, joining you for the next 2 games. Now, mind you, Darren Stevenson's coming in to do play-by-play for the next 2 games, but when we hit about the 3-minute mark of each game, he'll have to go down to do the end zone interview. So I'll be jumping back in with you to kind of wrap each game here, Ron.
I'm so excited about that.
But there we go. Clock rolls down to 0s. Quinte gets 1 more play, 2 men in motion. We throw this one out to our man in number 2, who's got the sideline. Flag flies again. Number 2 on the carry here for Quinte is going to be Taylor Clay or Clay Taylor.
I think it's going to be a holding, and that's going to be declined, and that's going to be
and they're going to decline it.
No flag. That's it.
That should be the ball game, Mr. Forwarda. The final for the Sarnia Sturgeon. 48 on the board, 7 for the visiting Quinte for the Skyhawks. And I really enjoyed this game, Ron. There was great football playing both ways. Yep. Obviously, the Sturgeon just way more points on the board, but I wasn't disappointed with the play of Quinte. But give me your final thoughts here, Ron, as they get set up here to do the handshake.
It's again. This is a emotional game. Emotions got the better, I think, of both the teams there. Full marks to Sarnia on like I said, a great game plan. But also for Quinte, that's they battled. They never really had any quit in them. The day's not going their way. It's an unfortunate situation. But again, a really good team and a really well played football game. The score doesn't necessarily indicate that.
Yeah.
Being, what it is. But hey, you know what? Full marks to both teams. And the greatest line in sports is happening now. And they're telling everybody, no shenanigans.
Yeah, settle down. This is usually when you see the managers and everybody out there just kind of getting eyes on everything. And but hey, let's talk about this. No score in the first quarter in this game here, Ron. Second, Pagano with the keeper on the goal line. Then we get a pass to DeJohnny. On Quinte's side of things, we get a nice rushing touchdown for Papadopoulos. Sarnia with the 48-yarder field goal, and we finish the first half 17-7. Come out in the third, Le Patron with a deuce. 2 of them back-to-back rush touchdowns. We're at 31-7. And then in the fourth, DeJohnny with another touchdown, another field goal. Nice long one again. And then DeJohnny again to just seal it all. Icing on the cake, Mr. Forwarda, and a big W, 48-7 for the Sarnia Sturgeons.
We're going to have 8 minutes before the kickoff of our next one, Adam.
Perfect. So hang tight. We'll get the award ceremony in the end zone. And then join us right back here ASAP, should be at 4:30, might be pushed a little bit for the Sandy Ruxtall U14 AA matchup of Guelph and Quinte. We'll see you back here shortly for the hardware ceremony and then that next stream. Well, we're doing the hardware ceremony here in the end zone, of the north end zone here at Western University. Brooks Sawyer, number 1, taking home some hardware. Going to call him the defensive MVP of the game. We'll flip on over to the offensive MVP. An exciting stream here if you're just joining us because you were trying to find the Guelph-Quinte game. That'll be on shortly. Number 2, Carter Pagano with the O offensive MVP. Quarterback Carter Pagano taking home the hardware for the offensive MVP in this 48-7 final. We'll call in the captains of the Sarnia Sturgeons and congratulate the Sarnia Sturgeons for being the Dan Grossi Memorial Cup champions for 2026. Little bit of hardware, new banner for the field, and the boys get a proud trip back down the 402 to Sarnia. And stand by here as we'll have a quick interview with Darren Stevenson, who's going to grab one of the players. It looks like he's debating with whom he's going to be speaking with right now on the field. It's always fun when you got to, if you've never done this job, it's like, okay, you just won something, but gather your thoughts. Let's go talk football for another couple of minutes, right? So... Well, and again, if you missed this one right before we get to the interview here, Le Patron with the pair of tutties, DeJohnny with 3 touchdowns in this game. Some great field goal work here from the special teams. And we should have Darren Stevenson as he's getting set up down on the field, getting ready to speak with the offensive MVP of the game in Carter Pagano, number 2 for the Sarnia Sturgeon. Had himself a whale of a game. He's got weapons all over the field and is now an OSFL Dan Grossi Memorial Cup champion, putting on his fresh OSFL hat and having a chance to speak with Darren. And Darren, if you got me down on the field, once we're set, I'll let you take it away.
All right, if you win your final game of the season, it is a very good day. Yeah. This is Carter Pagano, the quarterback for the U18AA Dan Grossi Memorial Cup champions. Describe this to me, man. Congratulations. What an amazing game for your group.
It feels amazing to finish this way. At the start of the season, our coaches like to say we started with a gauntlet. We played Guelph, Oakville, Etobicoke, those top teams super early. We shot ourselves in the foot, honestly. Those were winnable games, and we just didn't do the things we needed to do to win them. So to turn it around in the second half of the season and come back and play in a championship game feels amazing, and to end it this way feels even better.
What makes Sarnia football unique? Obviously, yesterday we see the U16s win, now the U18s win. This thing is building. The Sturgeons are swimming. They're swimming perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the coaches care a lot, and we put a lot of time in, and we just love to do it. We just love to play football. Our high schools are great. Our high school coaches put lots of time in. We play football year round around there.
What happened today? How were you guys able to execute? How proud are you of the group on all three phases? Offense, defense, special teams, Sturgeon getting it done.
I cannot say more about my defense. Like, having them behind me and going out for every drive, and just I can play with complete confidence knowing that they got my back if I don't get a first down or we have to punt the ball. Like, when it goes back to defense, they got my back 100%. It just lets the offense and me play with complete confidence, and it's just amazing.
Any last words, Carter Pagano, before I let you go to your team picture?
Let's go!
Carter Pagano, the MVP for the Sarnia Sturgeon here in the U18AA Dan Grossi Championship game. This is Game 3 at Western here today on Championship Sunday. Next up, we have the Guelph U14 Griffins, the Guelph Junior Griffins, U14AA. They will take on the Quinte Skyhawks as we roll along here from Western University. That was Carter Pagano, the MVP for the Sarnia Sturgeon, who are the champions. Adam, send it back up to you.
Thank you, Darren. And again, a big congratulations to the Sarnia Sturgeon. We're going to shut this stream down and we'll start up the next one for the U14AA. Thanks for joining us here on London Football TV.